Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Alicia Rebecca Parchment and this is HR Talks with Lish, where we talk all things HR. Join me on this journey to success as a young HR professional finding her way through the industry to rise to the top. If you're new here, then welcome to the HR Talks with Lish community. Please can you like, comment and subscribe, and also click that notification bell so you are always notified every single time I post a video. And without further ado, let's get into today's video. So before we start this video, the jumper that I'm wearing today is from Rich Mind. Let me just show you the details. So Rich Mind, you should see the account on the screen right now. They're on Instagram and you can order from them anytime. They sell jumpers, hats. There's a new summer collection coming real soon, I believe. So stay tuned for that. And so I don't know if you can see that, but this is the detail at the back of the jumper. Give Rich Mind a follow. Get yourself one of these jumpers because I think they look really nice. So in today's video, I want to take you on a little journey right back to last year when I actually started this YouTube channel and how it's impacted my life, how it's impacted the different opportunities that have come my way since starting the channel. And I just want to talk to you about how it's built my confidence and how maybe if you've got a side hustle or something that you're really interested in, how that can benefit you, not just with that side hustle, but other aspects of your life as well. So I thought I'd just come and share that. I know that my community is full of loads of HR students, people who are just starting out in the HR profession, interns, undergrad, postgrads, and there's so much more other people in this community. So I'm going to kind of relate it more to how it's helped my HR experience by doing this, but this can relate to anybody basically. But I just want to talk to you about it because I feel like if this impacts somebody, like someone who's thinking about starting something and they're not really too sure like if they should, maybe this might help you to get started on that thing that you're putting off doing. I also wanted to say as well, I'm sorry that I've been like all over the place with my content because I haven't been posting regularly, but do you know what? I've just been going through a lot of things. Sometimes I have these phases where I'm just like, Alicia, what are you doing? Like, honestly, even with the YouTube, I'm like, is this like actually helping anybody? Like, what are you doing? And I just had to snap right out of it. So I've snapped out of that now. And I said to myself, Alicia, the community is growing. People are benefiting from this. There is quite a bit of engagement, more than I anticipated anyway. So let's just go with the flow. Let's do it. Upload what you need to upload. Do what you love to do. So the first part of this video is me explaining and just talking to you about why I started the channel in a little bit more depth. I do have like a welcome to my channel video, but that's when I first started. And I feel like a year on, I've got a bit more experience in terms of how to talk about it to you guys and give you a little bit more detail behind why I started. And then the second half of this video is going to be on the crazy benefits that this channel has generated for me. So in April 2020, literally a year and a bit ago now, we were basically in lockdown. Lockdown literally just about started a few weeks before I started the channel. And I just had a lot of time to think, to be quite honest with you. I never usually did. I was always up and about. I was out every day. I was going to uni every day. There was so much going on. And then for a second, well, I thought it'd only last a second, but it's lasted till now. We're still in some partial lockdown to this day. Well, I was like, I've got time to think about things. So I said to myself, Alicia, what do you want to do? Do you want to do something a little bit different with your time? You know, everyone was thinking about learning new skills and doing new things. And I was like, you know what? I do want to try and do something different. I want to try and do something that I would not usually do. But I want to do something that I know is going to be beneficial to other people as well as me too, because I was trying to fill a gap. So when I say that, I mean, HR Talks with Lish, I'm doing this because last year, when I was doing my master's degree and looking at YouTube to find tips and advice from HR students, young HR professionals, I didn't see anything. There was nothing. And I was like, wait, you're telling me on this whole YouTube, I can't find like somebody with a personality, somebody who's actually going through what I'm going through on this YouTube. Like, there's so many vlogs out there of people doing things, student life, kind of lifestyles and stuff in so many other parts of education, but with HR, all I was finding was like 1 minute clips of people's experiences at a HR internship or something, and I'm thinking, why is it only 2 minutes? Why am I not getting like a full kind of experience here on this whole big YouTube? So then I was like, yep, Alicia, that's an idea. You can fill a gap in the market on YouTube. Bring your HR experiences as a master's student to life to this channel. Talk about tips and advice that students who are studying HR, want to study HR, want to hear. So yeah, I said, you know what, that's maybe something I want to do. But then there was a roadblock, because I was like, Alicia, you don't do YouTube. You don't like being in front of a camera. You are shy. You're not confident. I was throwing all of these things out there, telling me why I shouldn't do it. And my head was telling me, Alicia, this is not you. But then I don't know, for some reason, I was like, no, Alicia, this is something. This could be something, you know. You can't just ignore this. So I said to myself, no, I'm not going to ignore it. And I think I watched a YouTube video, because I watched so many videos on how to start a channel, because I was like, oh, do I need like fancy equipment? Like, how do I do this? Like, don't I need a camera? Don't I need ring lights? Don't I need the editing software? How does one do this? And then I watched a video which told me that you don't need a fancy camera, you don't need fancy lighting, you don't need fancy editing. All you need is your phone, the natural sunlight, and that's it. Maybe a tripod, but you don't even need a tripod. You can get some books, stand it up on a table and just lean your phone on there. You don't need all these fancy things. Like, everyone makes you think that starting YouTube is something that's going to cost you thousands of pounds, but actually it can cost you next to nothing. So when I saw that video, I said, yep, okay, I'm going to start. I woke up that day, I watched that video, and I said, I think I went to my sister, I said, Lauren, it's my sister's name, I said, Lauren, I'm going to start a YouTube channel. And she was like, okay, because I don't think she was expecting me to actually do it. And then I decided that I was going to film a couple of videos and send it to my friends on WhatsApp and ask them what they think of it. And then I showed my dad it as well. And I was like, oh, Alicia, this is actually not too bad. They told me a few things that I needed to do to maybe make it a bit better. Like, oh, Alicia, you're too quiet. Alicia, maybe don't do too much hand movements. I don't know if I'm doing lots of hand movements now. Maybe I am. And yeah, I took all their advice and I said, okay, you know what, I'm gonna upload this video. And my first video on this channel is that video that I basically did a few times before actually putting it up. And if you look at that video, I'm so stiff. Like, I'm like this on the chair, and I'm just like, hey guys, and welcome to my channel. This is HR Talks with Lish. It's just so stiff. But even though it's so stiff, it's like, okay, you've actually started, Alicia. You are one step closer now to actually reaching those dreams of making a channel which inspires a generation of students, of young HR professionals, of even older HR professionals who are looking at the younger generation and what they're doing. This is the start of something. It was a weird experience, because I just didn't think I'd ever do that, but at least I did it, you know. I actually went out there and I did it. And yeah, that's why I started it, because I was like, I need to create a community of people. And I feel like I'm doing that. I think I've got 360 subscribers, and to me, that's so many people if you think about it. I don't know 360 people like that, so for me that's a lot of people, and I feel like it can continue to grow. I'll show you. This is what started my channel. So I have my hole puncher, right? I'll put my phone, I lean my phone in between the hole puncher, and I stood it up on some books, and that was my tripod, because I didn't own a tripod. And that's how I started my video. The editing, I used a free video editing app on my phone, which was recommended to me by that girl on the YouTube channel. And you see that app? One of my videos, actually two of my videos, are in the 4 figures in terms of views. And that editing was done on my phone. I'm telling you, I didn't start with much, but I feel like I built up the confidence to actually put something out there. That leads me now onto the benefits that this channel has brought me. So now I want to kind of link it into my HR journey and what I feel that this YouTube channel has actually done for me over the past year. So the first way that this channel has benefited me on my journey within HR is that I really feel that it helped me to get my HR intern job. Now, me doing YouTube, when I went to the two interviews that I had, the two HR interviews I had, I said to them, you know, I told them all my skills. I told them I have a master's degree and everything. And then I said to them, I actually have my own YouTube channel where I talk about tips and advice to HR students and young HR professionals. And they're like, wow, okay, you have a YouTube channel. Now, just because it's about HR don't necessarily mean, oh, okay, great, she's going to be great at HR. No, it's not just that. And this is why I feel like the whole like side hustle that I have here benefited me in general, because it helped me to become more confident, because I was speaking to the camera all the time. When it came to actually doing interviews, I felt more confident in speaking to the interviewer, because I'm having more experience of talking to a camera and trying to make sure that I've got the right body language, I'm speaking at the right tone when addressing my audience on YouTube. So that benefits me also when going into the interview. I also think as well that it helped me to answer one of the interview questions, because I kind of said, you know, they ask you what's one of your weaknesses, and I said one of my weaknesses is confidence. But with those questions, it's good to always flip it. So I was like, yeah, one of my weaknesses is confidence. But I actually started a YouTube channel, and that's actually helped me to boost my confidence, because that's something I would never have imagined to do. It's something that is really hard to do, to take that first step. But I went outside of my comfort zone, I became uncomfortable, and I started the channel. And now I'm actually doing well with it. There's quite a lot of response and engagement. So that shows me that even if I do have a weakness, I can turn it around. So it helped me to answer an interview question, and that's one of the hard ones, because when they ask you about weaknesses, you don't really want to tell them what your weakness is, do you? So, but if you can flip it around, that's a good thing as well. When I actually got feedback after the interview, they told me, well, you know, you have a YouTube channel as well, and we think that's really, really cool. There's a lot of skills outside of that YouTube channel that you could use in this job. I'm using the skills right now in this job. As soon as I was hired in the intern job that I had, they basically said, well, Alicia, you do YouTube, so you're good at editing, right? So they got me editing videos and content, communications for the HR department that we needed to put out to the business. And they saw that my editing skills were good, and they actually got better, because I did a lot I've done and I'm still doing at the moment right now. I'm working on a video that we're editing to put out to the business from the HR department, and it's helped me to refine my skills for YouTube, and vice versa. YouTube is helping me refine my skills for the job, to do that aspect of the job. People will come to me because they know I'm good at editing videos and making videos due to my YouTube. So having the YouTube channel based on HR, it's obviously got a little bit to do with it, because I'm interested in it, obviously, but that's not the actual reason why it's a beneficial thing. It's all the things I'm getting out of it. So yeah, it's actually crazy what benefits this channel has brought me. Another benefit is when I was doing my videos and putting it out there, I usually put them on LinkedIn to promote them. And my careers advisor actually saw my channel, and someone must have shared it from his connections from my uni. And he said, wow, okay, Alicia used to be a student at Aston. She's got a YouTube channel on HR. Let's bring her in and let's allow her to do an interactive session to undergrad students or postgrad students studying HR. Look at the door that just opened, you know? Doors have opened due to this channel. I didn't even ask to do this interactive session. I just put my content out there and people came to me, which I find fascinating, honestly, because I never in a million years thought I would run a interactive session for students at a university. I didn't think that was possible. And yeah, that was on like staying motivated in tough times. There was about 20 students. I was so scared because I've never done anything like that before, but at the same time, it was a growing opportunity, and it was something that I was able to share with my colleagues at work, and they were like, wow, Alicia, this is what you're doing now. And it opened the doors for other opportunities internally to work on projects that involved leading sessions. One of the projects that I led a day on actually was our DNI, diversity inclusion week that we had. and one of the days I was able to lead a session on there, which included about 50 people. So that, just because I started this channel, people saw it from my uni, and I shared that with my work colleagues, and I was able to do something bigger and better because they're like, oh, she's got experience in this. See how everything's connecting because I started a YouTube channel. Another benefit to starting the channel is that I get asked like loads and loads and loads of questions from different people from this channel, and I'm able to give advice out that way as well. So I feel like I love seeing that people are engaging with what I'm saying and they're asking for a little bit more help from me, and I'm able to do that, which has benefited so many people. And for me, that's what I wanted from this channel. That's exactly what I wanted, because that was what I was looking for when I was at uni, someone to reach out to who's similar to me, who's been through the same experience. And that's the gap I was trying to fill. So that's another thing that it's helped me to do. Also, not just my uni that I did my master's at reached out to me, but my undergrad uni reached out to me. Like, one of the careers advisors there saw that I was doing it at YouTube, and I was like, oh, I've come across your channel, Alicia, do you want to be on a Q&A panel? These opportunities, I'm telling you, if I did not start my channel, they would not know me, they would not have found me. But I started my channel and it opened up a whole load of opportunity. And the reason why I'm saying this is because if you have some kind of side hustle that you're working on at the moment, or you're not working on it at the moment, but you want to work on it, think about the opportunity that could come from you doing that. Think about how you could integrate that into your interviews. It doesn't have to be like me doing the HR channel. You don't have to do that, but you could do anything. Like, we get so many transferable skills from different activities that we choose to involve ourselves in that can help us in the workplace. When you go into a company and a workplace, yes, they can see that you've done a degree. Yes, they can see you've had experience, maybe a little bit of admin here, a bit of volunteering there. But what have you done? What do you do that's different? What do you do that no one else really does? Something that, you know, they can pick you up on and be like, wow, okay, she's got a unique skill here. Even if you think that it doesn't even match up to like what you're doing in your job, like the person interviewing you could be thinking, wow, like they do this, like for example, they're a painter, or they do knitting on the side, I don't know, like they like to code. Okay, I like that about them. Maybe we could set them up on an opportunity here. Maybe they could do this here. Let's make sure that when they are onboarded onto the job, we can give them this opportunity here. You know, you just don't know. So this is why I advocate, like, if you do have a passion in something, go for it. Like, and you can get so much out of that passion that you decide to go ahead and do, because it can open doors for you. Like, this channel has opened doors for me, and I feel like, especially now that we are in a climate where things have just changed drastically with the coronavirus, things have just changed, having something else up your sleeve can really boost your visibility out there to employers, and just overall, and for yourself as well. I mean, if I didn't wake up that morning and say, let me start this channel, then all the opportunities that I have right now may not have existed. The job that I have right now may not have happened if I didn't start that channel. So think about all those opportunities that are waiting for you that could happen if you start that thing that you said that you want to start, but you haven't started yet. So guys, that's basically a wrap. Thank you so much for watching this video. I know this is like slightly a little bit different to like what I usually do, but I hope that it gives you some kind of insight into like why this channel started and the benefits that this channel has had for me, and how you could also benefit from starting that side hustle, or starting that hobby, or just anything that is different to the norm, to help you to propel yourself in the future, to gain endless amounts of opportunities. Like, there's so much out there for us in this world, and a lot of it stops here. We need to release it, you know. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next one.